It's in the game. sure you've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the FIU Panthers. Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey, guys, checking in pregame with the Miami head coach. He did have a conversation with his star wide receiver. He understands all of the sacrifices he made to come back to school and give it all for this team this year. There is a lot of Heisman talk, but he said the only talk you need to worry about is between you, your quarterback, and your teammates. Focus on doing your job, and the Heisman and all that attention might come down the road. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. So FIU's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Miami Hurricane offense will take the field to get things started. Malachi Toney. This is the guy the entire passing game is built around. He is a big play waiting to happen.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Mensah. Got his man. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense is taking everything way down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
The Canes are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Hurricanes want to move quickly.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Got his man on the right. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. Makes a grab and room to run. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Here's Mensah to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start in the 2nd quarter. Chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Throwing, Mensah. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Mensah makes the grab on the left. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The 11th play of this opening drive, they face a 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And I love the aggressiveness and physicality of this defense. 3rd down, they run the football. You say absolutely not. This is a strength of this offense. Usually, they're really good at converting 3rd downs. This defense just stood up and made a play.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. It is perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Here comes the heat. On target to the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
He wants to throw it again. Takes a hit as he fires. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. He had him on the crossing route, and he dropped it. FIU will line up to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around
How about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Just feeds the running back. He'll be stopped at the 15. It'll be a first down, and this defense misses an opportunity to keep them backed up close to the goal line.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Oh, what a move to get room. Maybe some room here. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Motion from the wide receiver. Finding open areas. Still on his feet at the 40. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Makes a catch. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
And the Canes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to throw on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Racing down the left side. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, FIU.
You know, they say sometimes you got to be at the right place at the right time, and that linebacker was. When that ball came free, he saw it immediately, was able to scoop it, show you the speed. He takes it back for a long touchdown.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Snap to the back. Pick picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Oh, better look out! And he's brought down after a nice game. The Hurricanes will call their third timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. And some room to work. He's on his way. He's got to make it to the end zone. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. We begin with a look in on Iowa State taking on the UCF Knights. And it's the Cyclones with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Back now to your game inside Pitbull Stadium. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. They're lined up and ready to kick off the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Off-play action on first down. Caught over the middle. It's McNeil. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Panthers headed quickly to the line.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Trying play action. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
But when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Well, looking to fire. It's complete on the right side, and they're able to get him down. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
So Miami signals for a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt. I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Tight end now in motion. Trying to get the edge on the toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
It'll be third and long. Might be changing the route. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. He's got him. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to fourth down.
And that's really good tackling by this defense, man. Third down, understanding the sticks. And what you got to do is break on the football. That drag route comes open. He sees him. He throws it. Man, it does not stay open long because they break on the football with great tackling and force the fourth down.
He's got it. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They haven't really been able to line up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. The run from the shotgun.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
FIU pushing tempo. They'll keep it on the ground. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Now facing a third and long. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds space on the right. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs.
And, man, if you want to make big plays down the field, That's how it's done. It starts up front with the offensive line, and he had so much time to go through his progressions and then go through it again, man. So much time in the pocket. He delivers the big play down the field. Kudos to that.
Touchdown, Panthers! A great catch and run for 6. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Here's Mensah to throw. That's caught. It's Wingo. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Jacobs. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Throwing, Mensah. Unloads to the wideout. A spectacular one-hand grab. And the Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Wants to throw it. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it.
He caught it. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The Canes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Pressure coming. Wideout trying to get it in. And he will score. Touchdown, Canes. The Hurricanes back on top.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
He is denied. No good on the 2-point try, and the lead remains at 5. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Guys, here on the FIU sideline, there is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher-ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity in this game with the lead and the ball, but they have got to play clean football right now. Right before they huddled up to take the field, the coaches are yelling, execute, execute. execute. We'll see if they're able to make that happen and keep this lead. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have two hands on it this drive.
Back to pass. Going to take a shot at this DB. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football, but give the defense credit. They were able to swat that one away.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's McNeil.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
First down here, what has been a highly entertaining Week 0 game. What a welcome to college football for this season. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Pulls it on the option. Got enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Hurricanes will call their 3rd timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
This is a pretty easy situation for the offense right here, guys. We need one play. We need one run up front. O-line, we need you to come through for us and ice this game. They do a great job allowing that back to pick up the first.
And it's just physicality up front. The big boys creating some space because the defense knew what was going on. They have to get a stop here or this football game is over. A lot of guys near the line of scrimmage.
It's in the game.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the FIU Panthers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Miami's head coach told me before the game he did have a conversation with his star wide receiver. He understands all of the sacrifices he made to come back to school and give it all for this team this year. There is a lot of Heisman talk, but he said the only talk you need to worry about is between you, your quarterback, and your teammates. Focus on doing your job, and the Heisman and all that attention might come down the road. Guys?
Holly, thank you. So Miami's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. He'll bring it out. It's Carter. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the FIU Panthers offense, as they take control of the football first. And they'll be met by this defensive front, which can wreak havoc.
Well, this is one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but David, he better have a clock going off in his head in this one, because this is one of the elite pass rushes in the entire nation as well. Their D-line is absolutely stocked and loaded with athleticism, with guys with bad intentions, and they built this D-line specifically for games like this.
Yeah, so he better be on time, right? Like, that ball needs to be able to come out. You just got to be careful. You don't get away with some of those liberties of holding on to the football, extending plays. pace because those dudes are in relentless pass rush mode chasing after you. This will be a great chess match.
Wants to fire on second down. He's going to take off on the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The Panthers want to crank their tempo. Off the play fake. Unloads it left. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. FIU will line up to punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Hurricane offense will get its first crack at it now. He has a talented quarterback on the other side. He's really been looking forward to this matchup to prove how good he is. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Here's Mensa to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. They're coming off an appearance in the national championship game last year, and you know they're looking to get back.
Yeah, they're motivated to take the next step. And, David, they feel like they've upgraded at several key positions this year, hoping that they can take it that one next step and win the Natty this season.
Yeah, it was one thing to get there, but, man, do you get even hungrier when you've got there and you had to watch the other team celebrate. So a good chance to take out some demons, start this year off good, and maybe forget about last year's finish.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. Now facing a third and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. It's complete to the right. Could not make his way to the corner.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9. FIU pushing tempo. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Snags it. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Still on the 2-yard line after the incompletion. It's 3rd and goal. Go straight ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, FIU.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Mensah finds his tight end.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
The Hurricanes want to pick up the tempo.
And for the majority of the offseason, we thought Mensah was going to be starting for Duke in the offseason saga that happened. Obviously, a lot went into it. But here's what...
Breaks away on the left. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Plucks it out of the air. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll send the back in motion. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
And the Hurricanes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick hitting end around on 1st and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Miami. Extra point here will tie the game. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. FIU pushing tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. FIU will line up to punt. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. Got room to work. Got enough for the 1st. He's loose at the 20. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. 1 snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Going to the ground. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6.
And as you start to settle into games as a play call, you start to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And they really got to find a way to get this running game going. They haven't figured it out yet. Like, maybe get the ball more on the perimeter. You know, find a way to get the ball to your running back in space. This offense really has to find a way to get the ground game going.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Looking to throw for it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now, holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you could really get dangerous in this ball game.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snap to the back. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Throwing, Mensah. Snagged out of the air. There he goes. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got a man. It's Jacobs. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out.
Just plowing ahead. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. 1 more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Canes.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Number 94, set to kick this one away.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. We begin with a look in on Iowa State taking on the UCF Knights. And it's the Cyclones, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. Two teams who were very familiar with the end zone today, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Back now to your game inside Pitbull Stadium. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. Two of those catches in the first half were two of the better grabs I've seen all season. And, of course, his overall stat line is helping the only stat that really matters, the scoreboard. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. FIU has it on a tee, about ready to go here in the third quarter. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
The Hurricanes head coach told me at the half, they are so thrilled. They knew coming into this game that their wide receiver was a weapon, and he has been electric here in the first half. They said they are going to feed him early and often and keep that momentum going here to start the second. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. They'll move the tight end. Starting this third quarter on the ground. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to adjust the pattern. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Here's a hit. And they got it.
And finally getting home and getting the sack. This quarterback, his jersey's not even dirty. We're in the second half. We're behind. We've got to find a way to create some momentum plays. That's step 1.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Here's Mensah to throw. Fires to the right. Finds his man. It's Jacobs. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. Wants to keep it in the air. Makes the grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver comes in motion. Using his legs, it's Fletcher. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that Phenom fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Got his man on the right. Oh, he's got some space. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And the Canes moving quickly to the line. Mensah makes the grab. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. This defense is there again. They keep feeding the back, and he finds no success at all. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. It's complete on the right side. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. It's 4th down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short?
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good, you know, late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you. I like it. Offense doing what they do.
Runs through a man, and he might have some space. He's inside the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Panthers. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And man, what a game-changing type play. The offense throwing the football deep in their own end, and they're probably thinking to themselves, hey, let's just get some more space. Let's try to get a 1st down and give ourselves room to work with. What an individual effort by the receiver after he had the ball in his hand, taking it all the way, coast to coast on that touchdown.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Back has it. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
ball's barely touched the ground every time this guy's been dropping back so far in this game. That's one of the rare misses we've seen from him so far.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He'll pull it down. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
It's nice for this D coordinator when he puts his nickel package out in the field because that nickel player he's got subs.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, trying to find his man. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
Quick spin on the ride. Could be in. Got some room in to the goal line. Touchdown, Panthers. Great job by the back on the option.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. They'll have a first down here, a week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Throwing, Mensah. Makes the grab. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. He is having a day. Already visited the end zone 3 times, and he might get back there again soon, David.
I mean, just crazy. He's getting open. They haven't had an answer for him. You think at some point you go, all right, he's not going to beat me anymore, but the defense continues to give up yards, and he is like, yes, please.
Motion from the wideout. There's a crease. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Complete. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And they're featuring this guy all day long. Now he's over 150 yards. Great job by the offense. This is a matchup. I'm going to take advantage. He's taking advantage of it all game long.
On the run, it's Fletcher. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
So Miami signals for a timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to the ground with the running back. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Maybe a crease. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. The Canes with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Made a defender miss. Touchdown, Miami! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead. The Hurricanes back on top.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
And he makes the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Florida International offense is back on the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
And even though his team is trailing, this guy has stepped up time and time again for his offense. Already over 100 yards and now comes up with a massive play in a 2-minute situation.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only one possession on fourth down, it looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Here's Mensah to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he is marked out of bounds after another big game. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
And, man, that's a little frustrating. I like the job by the quarterback. Get the ball out, let your receiver make the play, but just understand when the play's over. Like, I'm not going to cut that back up. I want to get out of bounds, stop the clock, save as much time as possible.
Looking for the end zone. And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's not just a touchdown. It is a dagger in this game.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. On the move from inside his 5. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Sports College Football kicking off here in Week 0. It's the Colorado Buffaloes and the Arizona State Sun Devils. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Arizona State off a rebuilding year, trying to get back to dominance with Kenny Dillingham. He is shown to be one of the most offensively talented minds in the sport, and he has the Sun Devils rising in Tempe. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Buffaloes kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So Arizona State's offense has the ball first today. And now the junior transfer wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break, sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in. We just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ballgame.
They'll keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Well, on that third down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after the catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier inbounds and getting him down, now setting up fourth.
The Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So Colorado's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here comes Julian Lewis. He's barely finding his way around campus, knowing where the dorms and the classrooms are, and he's already got the keys to this offense. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. First carry of the season for this transfer.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on third and short from the 45. From the gun on third down, Lewis. It's complete to the left.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. Third down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
Using his legs, it's Young.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here's Lewis to throw. The sure hands, it's Gibson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Buffaloes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Under fire. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
Lewis wants to pass. Got it. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Not many play calls a coach likes better than this. 2nd and 1 after getting 9. Running to the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And the Buffaloes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Right back to the well. He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Lewis. A shot toward the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Buffs!
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Turning it on! Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. He now has 61 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. He finds a soft spot in the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
And you can see just how explosive this offense is. It doesn't matter what they do. Whether they're throwing the ball, whether they're running the ball, they've had some balance, but they can pick up yards in chunks. And you're seeing it happen. A really nice completion there. They ran it the play before, and now here they are knocking on the goal line again in the red zone.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. They give it to the freshman, first carry of his career. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now have got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal, you try to pay this drive off, and this opportunity put something on the board, David.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. And the Sun Devils trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And now a chance to pull even. 1st and goal as we get late in the first half. They'll run with Brown. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Arizona State! The extra point here would tie the game.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Coming out with it, it's Perry. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. On the snap, it's Lewis. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the 1st down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Grabbed behind the line, it's Gibson. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Throwing, Lewis. Quickly complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Firing to the right, complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
I like that play call there. 3rd and short, QB goes under center. You got the back in the backfield, and everybody's thinking it's going to be a run play. Instead, you throw the football when the defense isn't expecting it to keep your offense on the field.
Lewis to throw. Makes the catch. It's Moore. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Play fake, Lewis. Complete on the left to Williams. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. It's Lewis again. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Colorado will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout here. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here's Lewis to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
3rd down from the gun, Lewis. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Georgia taking on the number 9 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's the Bulldogs getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. And now over to your game in Tempe. As we take a look at some of the key stats so far, the yardage numbers of the turnover battle, it's probably safe to say the team that wins those categories is going to be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Mountain America Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Lewis throws to the tight end. Got his man.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on the line to his wide receiver.
And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Lewis wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Hauls it in. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. To the air again, Lewis. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Oh, he's got a chance. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Balls and fired complete. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Really nice time to go RPO there by the offense. 3rd and short. You might run the football. You got to fake that, certainly, and it freezes the defense just a split second enough for the QB to spit that thing out to the perimeter to make the catch and get the first down.
Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. caught in the backfield. It's Gibson. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. A field goal attempt from here would be 54 yards. They'd love to pick up a few on third down. On the gun on third down, Lewis. It's caught downfield. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense.
First down here in what has been a highly entertaining Week 0 game. What a welcome to college football for this season. Tight end now in motion. In the red area, it's Young. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in position to win.
On the direct snap, it's Lewis. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. The Buffaloes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wide receiver's going to get a shot. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. And the defense got it.
You know, David, I like the play call in this situation of the game, putting it on the ground, trying to be physical, deep down in your opponent's territory, trying to break this tie and win the game. But, man, you've got to have better ball security.
And you got to find a way defensively to make plays. And it doesn't matter how pretty it is, but they did just that. Like, make a play late in the game, tie ball game, force a turnover, give your offense now a chance to go win this football game for you.
The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man. It's Bowling. Here's trouble. Ball's out in the end zone. And the fumble goes out of bounds, and they'll lose a few on that play. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Yeah, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Red pass, it's complete. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. There's timeout on the field. Arizona State calls it second. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Now the Sun Devils calling their 3rd and final timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? 2nd and long here, but objective number 1, keep that clock moving. Making side adjustments here. Lewis on the play action. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. That'll be a first down, and the last one they'll need as they're going to get the victory in this one.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Lewis from the gun on third down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire. Maybe some room here. Past the 30. Running inside the 20. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
That is add the insult to injury. Running the football late, could have taken a knee, could have ran the clock out, but those stats count, those stats matter, and this handshake with the coaches might get a little more interesting.
The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.